Alright guys, listen up. New York City, the city that never sleeps. The concrete jungle where dreams are made of. And let me tell you, this city, it's got a grip on me, man. It's chaotic, it's inspiring, it's a whirlwind of energy, and I kind of love it. So, we're ditching the storyboard for this one, no shot list, just raw, gritty NYC. We're diving headfirst into the madness, exploring the iconic spots, the hidden gems, the places that make this city throb. From the flashing lights of Times Square to the peaceful corners of Central Park, we're covering it all. This isn't just about ticking boxes on a tourist checklist, alright? This is about experiencing the soul of New York City. So grab your Metro card, lace up your walking shoes, and get ready for an adventure. This is gonna be epic. Let's do this. We're starting in the belly of the beast, the beating heart of this concrete jungle, Times Square. You know it, you've seen it in movies, but trust me, nothing compares to actually being here. The lights, the sounds, the sheer mass of humanity, it's sensory overload in the best possible way. You got giant LED screens flashing ads, street performers doing their thing, that constant hum of traffic and chatter. It's chaotic, it's intoxicating, it's New York City in its purest form. And look, I know it's a tourist trap, everyone says so, but there's a reason millions of people flock here every year. It's iconic, it's exhilarating, it's like stepping into a movie set. Soak it all in, grab a hot dog from a street vendor, try not to get run over by a taxi. It's all part of the experience. Alright, I know what you're thinking. Times Square was intense, right? Even for a guy like me, it's a lot to handle sometimes. But that's the beauty of New York. Just when you think you've got it figured out, it throws you a curveball. Enter Central Park. 843 acres of green space smack dab in the middle of Manhattan. It's like stepping into another world. Gone is the noise, the crowds, the frenetic energy. Here it's all about peace, tranquility, finding a moment to breathe. You got couples picnicking on the grass, joggers finding their stride, street musicians serenading passers-by. It's the city's escape, a place to reconnect with nature and recharge those batteries. Trust me, after the sensory explosion of Times Square, you're gonna need it. Now, I'm not saying you gotta meditate under a tree or anything, though hey, you do you. But take a walk, rent a bike, just soak it all in. You might even forget you're in the middle of one of the busiest cities on the planet. Alright, you guys, we've hit Times Square, we've chilled in Central Park, now it's time for some serious history. Lady Liberty herself, the Statue of Liberty isn't just a tourist trap, it's a symbol, a beacon of hope. It's about freedom, it's about opportunity, and the American dream. Taking the ferry is an experience itself, the city skyline shrinking behind you, and then BAM! This massive copper goddess emerges from the water. It's awe-inspiring. You can climb up to the crown, look out over the harbor, feel that energy, that history, but don't just stop at the Statue of Liberty. Right next door is Ellis Island. This place will hit you in the feels. Millions of immigrants, my grandparents included, first stepped foot on American soil here. You can walk through the halls, see the photos, the documents, the belongings they carried. It's a powerful reminder of the struggles and triumphs of those who came before us. The Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, it's not just sightseeing, it's a journey, a reminder that America is a nation built by dreamers, by people seeking a better life. Standing there, you can feel that energy, that hope, that spirit. It's contagious. Alright, let's be real, you can't come to New York City and not at least think about scaling the Empire State Building. I mean, come on, it's iconic. King Kong hung out here, Spider-Man swung by, it's been in a million movies. But beyond the Hollywood hype, this building, it's a testament to ambition, to reaching for the sky. Now I'll admit, the lines can be brutal, but hey, that's New York for you. But trust me, the view from the top, it's worth the wait. You're literally standing above the city, clouds swirling beneath you, the whole grid of Manhattan laid out like a map. You can see Central Park, the rivers, the bridges, all the way to the Statue of Liberty in the distance. It's breathtaking, especially at night when the city lights up like a million fireflies. And you know me, I love a good time-lapse, so naturally I set up my camera and captured the city transitioning from day to night. The way the colors change, the shadows lengthen, the lights start to twinkle on, it's pure magic. It's like the city exhales after a long day and gets ready for the night to begin. So yeah, the the Empire State Building, it's a must-do. It's a reminder that in this city, anything is possible. You just gotta dream big and keep climbing. And hey, the photos for the gram ain't bad either. Okay guys, we're switching boroughs, heading across the East River, and no, we're not taking a cab, we're walking. That's right, we're conquering the Brooklyn Bridge one step at a time. This isn't just a bridge, it's an icon, a symbol of New York's grit and determination. Think about it, this thing was built back in the 1880s. No modern technology, just sheer manpower and ingenuity. It's a testament to what we can achieve when we put our minds to it. And the views? Forget about it. You got the Manhattan skyline on one side, the Brooklyn Bridge Park on the other, Lady Liberty peeking out in the distance. I strapped on my trusty GoPro, got some amazing shots of the bridge's intricate details, the steel cables, the wooden planks, the faces of the people walking by. You can feel the history, the energy of millions of footsteps that have crossed this bridge before you. It's humbling, man. And you know me, I can't resist a good bike ride, so yeah, rented a city bike, cruised across the bridge, winding my hair, feeling like I'm in a movie montage. It's exhilarating, freeing, and the perfect way to experience this iconic landmark. Trust me, walking or biking the Brooklyn Bridge, it's a New York City rite of passage. You haven't truly experienced the city until you've conquered this beast. Alright guys, we're talking about the Met. This isn't just a museum, it's a behemoth of art history spanning continents and centuries. You walk in and you're immediately hit with this feeling of, I need like a year to see all of this. We're talking Egyptian tombs, Renaissance masterpieces, modern art that'll make you question everything you thought you knew. You could spend a day just in the Egyptian wing, feeling like you've been transported back in time. Then you've got Greek statues that look like they could come to life, Roman mosaics that'll blow your mind, and paintings from every major art movement you can think of. And the crazy thing is, it's not just paintings and sculptures. The Met has armor, musical instruments, costumes, you name it, they've probably got it. It's not just about the famous stuff. It's the pieces you stumble upon, the ones you've never heard of, that really get you. A small landscape tucked away in a corner, a sculpture that makes you catch your breath. Those are the moments that make the Met so special. Don't try to see it all in one go. Pick a section, maybe two, and really take your time. Get lost in the art, read the descriptions, and just soak it all in. Trust me, a day at the Met is a day well spent. Okay, let's talk Broadway, baby. The lights, the music, the energy, there's nothing quite like it. You walk down the street and it's like the whole city is buzzing with excitement. Giant billboards with flashing lights, performers handing out flyers, everyone rushing to make it to their show on time. And then you step inside the theater, the lights dim, the orchestra starts playing, and boom, you're transported to another world. Whether it's a classic musical, a hard-hitting drama, or a side-splitting comedy, Broadway knows how to put on a show. The talent is insane. We're talking singers who can hit notes that'll shatter glass, dancers who move like they've got springs in their shoes, and actors who can make you feel every single emotion. But here's the thing about Broadway that gets me. It's live. Anything can happen. Maybe an actor forgets a line, maybe there's a technical difficulty, maybe someone in the audience decides to sing along a little too enthusiastically. You never know what's going to happen, and that's part of the magic. So, do yourself a favor and see a show. Splurge on a good seat, get yourself a playbill, and just lose yourself in the experience. Trust me, a night on Broadway is a night you won't forget. Alright, let's talk about something different. The High Line. Imagine this. You're walking through the city surrounded by concrete and skyscrapers, and suddenly, you stumble upon this elevated park built on old railroad tracks. It's like stepping into another world. The High Line is like a breath of fresh air in the middle of the urban jungle. You've got trees, flowers, benches where you can chill out and people watch. There are art installations that'll make you think, street performers who'll blow your mind, and vendors selling everything from lemonade to handmade jewelry. And the views? Don't even get me started on the views. You're looking down on the city from a whole new perspective. You see the streets, the cars, the people going about their day, but it's like you're removed from it all. It's peaceful, it's inspiring, and it's a side of New York City that most people don't even know exists. So, next time you're in the city and you need a break from the hustle and bustle, head to the High Line. Take a walk, grab a coffee, sit on a bench, and just enjoy the view. Trust me, it's the perfect way to escape the concrete jungle without ever leaving the city. Alright guys, we've explored the history, the culture, the parks. Now it's time to take it up a notch, literally. We're heading to One World Observatory, standing tall at the top of One World Trade Center. This isn't just a skyscraper, it's a symbol of New York City's resilience, its ability to bounce back stronger than ever. Stepping into the elevator, you're surrounded by LED screens that take you on a time-lapse journey through the city's history. It's like you're flying through time, watching the skyline evolve right before your eyes. And then, boom! The doors open, and you're greeted with a panoramic view that'll make your jaw drop. We're talking floor-to-ceiling windows offering unparalleled views of the city, the harbor, everything. You can literally see for miles. It's breathtaking, humbling, and exhilarating all at the same time. And if you're feeling brave, step onto the Sky Portal. It's a glass floor that lets you look 100 stories straight down to the streets below. Yeah, not for the faint of heart. Trust me. The view from up here, it's like seeing New York City with fresh eyes, a whole new perspective on the energy, the chaos, the beauty of it all. This next one, guys, it's not about the bright lights or the bustling streets, it's about taking a moment, reflecting on a day that changed New York City, that changed the world forever. We're at the 9/11's Memorial and Museum, a deeply moving tribute to the victims, the heroes, and the spirit of that day. Standing here where the Twin Towers once stood, you can't help but feel the weight of history, the immense loss. The two reflecting pools, built in the footprints of the towers, are incredibly powerful. The names of every person who died in the attacks are inscribed in bronze panels surrounding the pools. It's a stark reminder of the human cost of that day. The museum itself is a journey through that tragic day. You'll see artifacts recovered from the rubble, hear first-hand accounts from survivors and first responders, and learn about the events leading up to and following the attacks. It's heavy stuff, no doubt, but it's also a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. You see the way people came together, supported each other, rebuilt from the ashes. It's a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable tragedy, hope and unity can prevail. It's a place everyone should visit at least once, a reminder of the power of remembrance, the importance of never forgetting. Okay guys, after that emotional roller coaster, let's lighten the mood a bit and dive headfirst into the world of luxury and glamour. We're talking Fifth Avenue, baby. This iconic street is basically a runway for high-end fashion, a shopper's paradise, and a feast for the eyes, all rolled into one. From the moment you step onto Fifth Avenue, you're surrounded by iconic department stores like Saks Fifth Avenue, Bergdorf Goodman, Tiffany & Company, you name it. The window displays alone are works of art, constantly changing, always pushing the boundaries of creativity. But it's not just about the shopping. Walking down Fifth Avenue is like stepping into a movie. You've got the elegant architecture, the impeccably dressed New Yorkers, the street performers adding to the vibrant energy. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. Even if you're on a tight budget, it's worth a stroll down Fifth Avenue just to soak up the atmosphere, do some serious window shopping, and maybe, just maybe, treat yourself to a little something special. Hey, you're in New York City, live a little. Alright, we gotta talk about Chinatown. This place is like stepping into another world, and I don't just mean because you'll be dodging tourists trying to haggle over a knockoff Rolex. The energy here is different, man. It's electric. You walk down the street and every sense is on high alert. You've got the smell of 1,000 spices hitting your nose, the sound of vendors hawking their wares, these crazy bright colors everywhere you look. It's overwhelming in the best way possible. And the food, don't even get me started on the food. We're talking about some of the best dumplings you'll ever have in your life. Hand-pulled noodles, Peking duck that will blow your mind. Forget those chain restaurants, this is the real deal. This is a place where you can wander for hours, getting lost in the maze of streets and alleyways. You never know what you're gonna find around the next corner, and that's what makes it so damn exciting. Okay, Rockefeller Center, you can't come to New York City, especially around the holidays, and not at least swing by this place. It's iconic. I mean, the ice skating rink alone, come on, it's like something out of a movie. But even if you're not here during Christmas, Rockefeller Center is still worth a visit. The architecture is amazing. Those Art Deco buildings, so cool. And then there's Top of the Rock. Forget the Empire State Building. Top of the Rock has the best views in the city. You're looking down on Central Park, the Empire State Building is right there in front of you. It's breathtaking. Plus, you avoid those insane lines at the Empire State Building. So, yeah, Rockefeller Center, it's a must-see. Alright guys, we're talking Grand Central Terminal. Forget about just catching a train, this place is an experience. You walk in, and boom, this massive concourse opens up, and you're hit with this feeling, this energy that's pure New York City. Look up, don't miss that ceiling. Seriously, it's like Michelangelo decided to paint the cosmos on a train station ceiling. Talk about attention to detail, right? It's these little things, these hidden gems that make exploring this city so incredible. And the clock? Forget about it, it's iconic. You've seen it in a million movies, and for good reason. It's this symbol of, I don't know, timelessness? The city that never sleeps, always on the move. Grand Central captures that perfectly. Trust me, get lost in here for an hour, soak it all in, you won't regret it. Last stop, but definitely not least, we're hitting up Coney Island. This is where the city goes to let loose, to have some fun, to feel like a kid again. You got the beach, the boardwalk, the rides, it's classic Americana, New York City style. And the Cyclone? Man, that thing is legendary. Wooden roller coaster, rickety as hell, but that just adds to the charm, you know? You're getting tossed around, screaming your head off and loving every second of it. But honestly, even if roller coasters aren't your thing, just wander the boardwalk, grab a hot dog, people watch, soak up that ocean air. There's this energy here, this vibe, that's contagious. It's impossible not to have a good time at Coney Island. So there you have it guys, 15 must-visit spots in the greatest city in the world. From the bright lights of Times Square to the nostalgic charm of Coney Island, New York City has something for everyone. This city, it's more than just buildings and streets, it's a feeling. It's the energy, the hustle, the constant motion that sucks you in and never lets go. You feel me? Hopefully this video inspires you to get out there and explore it for yourself. And hey, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below with your favorite NYC spot, and don't forget to check out my other videos for more travel adventures. Peace!